All right, you ready, Keys?
Let's get it.
Get on your feet, Tiger fans. Let's get loud. Let's go. Let's get active. Let's go.
It's your boy Be Easy.
It's your boy V Keys, and this is the
You Played Though
podcast.
All right, Keys, man, we back, man, and it's in the air. NFL is
Man.
here.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. NFL is back, baby.
Man,
Week 1 begins Thursday. As we're recording, we're a few days away from that. But we're mad excited, man. How you feeling about Week 1, man?
man, I'm feeling really good, man. The one thing I'm trying to make sure I do is get all my fantasy lineups ready. Make sure I got the right people in the right spot so I can possibly win that You Played Though fantasy this year.
So we got the You Played Though fantasy. We'll give y'all updates on who's winning that throughout the year, man.
Yeah.
So that's something exciting that we're doing for the league, man. But
Yep.
yeah, man. Hey, let's dive head first into the NFL, man. Let's go ahead and get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna say this, Keys, man. Last year was a little shaky for me. My quarterback, he went out in the first floor plays, man. So I'm really excited to see my quarterback. I'm excited to see what Aaron Rodgers is able to do healthy. Of course, Zach Wilson, he departed. We got Jordan Travis as a backup. So, I'm feeling really good. I think we got Tyrod Taylor as well.
Okay.
So really feeling good, about our weapons. We got the real Mike Dub this year.
Oh yeah, I love the pickup. Shout out to Mike Dub.
Yep. And I said it earlier. I'm gonna get that jersey. I'm not gonna be able to get it before the season starts, but that number 18 will be out here, man. I'm gonna have it back on the You Played Though wall. So I'm ready for the season, man. How you feeling?
Yeah. So you had misfortune 4 plays in the season. I just had a misfortunate season.
Yeah.
As a Panther. You know what I mean? We won 2 games, but, I feel a little bit more optimistic. Bryce Young has another year under his belt. Well, not another year. It was his rookie year, but had an off season where he did put on some pounds, put on some muscle. Offensive line made some improvements in the off season. His last preseason game, I know we don't put too much stock in it, but he played one drive against the Bills, boom, 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 touchdown. So we got, number 1 receiver, Xavier Leggett. I mean, first rounder. I think Deontay will be our number 1. We still got Thielen, Chuba in the backfield. So
Yeah.
I feel like if we can at least double our win total, that sounds great. That sounds wild, right? If we can double our win total,
What?
we may have an outside shot. Seeing what's good with the division. I mean, but that's based on some factors. But I feel better than last year.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Hopefully Tepper can provide some stability, man, and just have some patience and let some of those players mature, let the coaching staff mature, and not be a case where you got a young quarterback and you just keep shipping.
And I do like our coach though.
Yeah.
I love the energy of our new coach. He's a player's coach, seems like, and
Yeah.
he's believable, man. When you listen to him talk, like they listen to him. They want to play for him. So that'll be another factor.
Okay. Well, with that being said, man, we can go ahead and start, man. Let's talk about the AFC. So I want to start here, Keys, before we start talking about the divisions and who we think is coming in and out or whatnot. Tell me who you got as your sleeper in the AFC. Possibly a dark horse.
A dark horse, and I would say a team who didn't make the playoffs last year. And ironically enough, we kind of picked them to do some things last year. They didn't, but since the team didn't make the playoffs, they're still considered a sleeper.
Yeah.
It'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh.
Trevor done got his
Yeah.
money, man.
And the Colts is a close second for me because Anthony Richardson, if he's healthy, and Jonathan Taylor healthy, they may can do some things because division, the Titans, I'm not worried about them, but the Texans, of course, would be the favorites coming into the season. But since Jacksonville did make the playoffs last year, I think that still can consider to be a sleeper.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
Yeah.
You got
Man,
your sleeper.
Yeah, I like both of your picks. And I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go with New York Jets, man. Even though I'm being a little bit of a homer, our quarterback was hurt last year. We just, there was a lot of expectations. We got more weapons this year. Our defense is still going to be what we expect them to be. And to be honest, as far as sleeper, there's so many good teams in the AFC, man.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And some of the teams that you would want to call a sleeper, like the Tennessee Titans, I don't think they really gonna make much noise. I don't think the Broncos or the Raiders gonna make much noise.
Or the Chargers. That whole division, yeah.
Yeah, nobody looking sexy out here, man.
All right, so who would you say is your NFC sleeper for the whole NFC? Who you got?
For the whole NFC, and I'll tell you this, I don't necessarily like this team, but I think that they got an opportunity, and I think it's gonna be Green Bay, Jordan Love, man.
Okay, even though they made the playoffs last year and almost beat the 49ers.
Yeah, so I guess maybe.
And they waxed the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
NFC East, I don't think anybody in NFC East gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay, that's a sleeper. All right. You know what? If I had to pick a sleeper, man, it's kind of tough because that NFC North division. It can. But I'm actually thinking the Bears gonna kind of make some noise this year.
With a rookie quarterback?
I think Caleb Williams nice, bro. And he got DJ, he got Keenan, he got Rome from Washington. So he got some cats, bro. So
yeah.
If they can get in rhythm early,
I'm not mad at that.
I can see them being a sleeper team, and I'll say maybe like a close second NFC wise.
You think the Bucks gonna make some noise?
This ain't looking that sexy,
Hey, I don't
think the Bucks. Nah, I don't.
Because if you're looking at the NFC, and we can just talk about let's talk about who we think gonna win the divisions now. We can start with the NFC West and work our way up. NFC West, I think San Fran got that on lock, man.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any threat there.
San Fran has NFC West. Yeah. All right. NFC East.
I think there's gonna be a little bit of a competition here, but their team says it every year that they're gonna win a championship. But I think the Eagles got the best opportunity.
Yeah.
Followed by the Cowboys.
Yeah, I do think the Eagles do have the best chance, the better roster right now. I'm not sold on the Commanders yet. Jaden Daniels, this will be his rookie season, so I'm not sold that they can just get back there. And Danny Dimes, no. We already know the Giants ain't doing jack. So,
and shout out to the 704, man. NFC South, man. What you think?
Man, I do think I think the Falcons are favored. I would have them as a slight favorite.
Okay.
We open with the Saints week 1, so that game is going to tell me a lot. I do think we have a chance because last year, even with one win late in the season, we still had a chance to win the division in like week 12, week 13. So
the division out here need to do some push-ups.
The division ain't divisioning, bro. So the math ain't mathing. Yeah. So I got the Falcons favorite, but we can surprisingly. So who you taking?
I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks, and I just got a question for you. What about the Falcons gives you so much confidence in them? Is it just because of Kirk Cousins' acquisition, or
that's one reason. He is a veteran quarterback, and they paid our boy AJ Terrell, our Tiger. He became the highest paid cornerback in league history, right?
Yeah,
with that new contract.
Ever.
They got our boy Grady Jarrett up front in the middle. I mean, they're littered with Tigers. So not just because of that, but they do have a good defense. They have a good secondary. So I do think they potentially had the best defense in the division, potentially. And if Bijan Robinson can get some more play, like last year, I don't think they utilized him well.
Yeah.
And Kyle Pitts. So they do still got some weapons.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts got to crank it up, man. I always pick him on my fantasy, and I really don't get the production. But okay, I'm feeling you on that. NFC North.
This is a tough one actually, and this really hasn't been tough, for the last what 15 years since Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers was a Green Bay Packer. You kind of penciled them in to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
But now, so last year you had the Lions come out
Yep.
of the NFC North.
Jared Goff,
So, but Green Bay, man, they were slept on, and they came and handled their business last year. So, I think it's gonna come down to like the final couple weeks of the season in that division. But I'm gonna edge it out to the Lions.
Okay.
I'll edge it out to the Lions for off of respect from last year.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell or what he's doing with them.
Yeah, and he's a player coach, and we just love player coaches, man. It's a different type of hype, different type of atmosphere. And honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the Lions as well. And I believe, in my opinion, I believe that their window is a little bit shorter.
Okay.
You got Jared Goff, he's experienced, but I feel like their window of opportunity, it's the Detroit Lions, man. They just haven't had a whole lot of success in the NFL. And now, and now they, yeah, man, that was wild.
It's just the bad news bears, kind of like are they ever gonna get over that hump?
Yeah.
So I mean, they was up on the 49ers. I'm like, oh shoot, Detroit about to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But then they crumbled that game. So
yeah, people don't buy Detroit Lions jerseys unless it's Barry Sanders. So now they got something to be hype about. But
and I got Green Bay as second place because I think they can contend. And like I said, my sleeper is the Bears though. So I wouldn't be surprised if they making the push for the NFC North. I just wouldn't be terribly surprised. I'll say that.
yeah, you think Jordan Love can take that next step up?
It depends on his receiver Christian Watson, who else he has around him that's gonna be making plays. But he looked the part last year. He got some new bread on him too.
Yep.
So we see if he can live up to that contract this year, or unless he get that money, is he gonna fall back? So
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, man. Let's jump into the AFC, man. AFC West. This has been a one team show for a long time, and I feel like it's going to continue.
Yeah, I'm taking the Antoine Chiefs.
Yeah, the Antoine.
Yeah, shout out to our boy Antoine
Chiefs,
Tweezy, the agent.
Yeah.
Diehard Chiefs fan. Yeah, the Chiefs. Easy here.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any comp in this division, even though the Raiders always they didn't beat them
Yeah.
recently, but
Yeah.
when it come down to the come down, they not.
Yeah, I
they
feel
not
like
gonna beat them.
Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they really get up for the championships now. It's kind of like how LeBron and them just try to get through the regular season. I feel like that's how the Chiefs are, man.
Well, Jim Harbaugh is the Chargers coach now. How you feel about that?
I'll say this: I love Jim Harbaugh, and he just came off a national championship, but he has some work to do there.
You do.
Herbert got his money. It's time for him to perform as well, but I think they'll be a distant second.
Yeah, so we both got the Chiefs runaway AFC West, low key runaway, but we got them kind of easily. So yeah.
All right,
AFC East, man. Who you going with?
So
Who you going with? Be easy.
Man, I'm going with the New York Jets, man.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going with the New York Jets, man.
All right.
I see Miami over there. I know what they got. I know
Okay.
Tyreek is the baddest man in on the field, fastest man,
And in fantasy.
and in fantasy.
Yeah. So, I'm not mad at the pick because I do want them to do great things this year. I'm an A-Rod guy myself, so as long as he stay healthy, I'm not saying this is instant. But I mean, he is A-Rod. To me, I'm like, bro, he's still gonna be nice.
Yeah.
To me, like I know he older, cool, but I mean,
He ain't forgot how to play football.
you got Garrett. I mean, you got some weapons, bro. You got Mike Will. So I mean, and then the only thing that gives me pause on the Dolphins, they can't play in the cold.
Yeah,
They cannot play in cold weather. But when below 60, below 50,
yeah,
trash.
yeah. And Tua, he had a decent year last year, but I'm still not sold on him. And we're not giving Buffalo no respect.
Nope. I'm tired. I said this last year. I said they win those close. They ain't made the playoffs last year. Stephon Diggs is gone. I'm tired of the Josh Allen hype. I'm sick of it. I don't care about the dual threat. It don't matter. It's not. What effect is that having on winning for them?
Yeah, you got plenty.
He's not Cam Newton.
Yeah, you got plenty of dual threat quarterbacks, and what they've learned is I got to be able to pocket pass, man, and use my weapons.
So I'm not giving the Bills. Not to say I don't give them no respect, but I'm just tired of the narrative that watch out the Bills. No, we didn't seen it. They when they're gone, bro.
Yeah.
So
All right, man. AFC South, man. Do the Texans have this one on lock?
maybe, but no, because I do. This is I really do expect to see Trevor Lawrence make that leap to where we see why he was number one,
Yeah.
the number one pick.
A lot of people have been talking about his contract signing and saying that he didn't. What has he done? He doesn't deserve it. But I feel like
Yeah,
he's kind of putting that franchise on his back.
I mean, last year they tailed off toward the end of the season. Trevor was hurt. He really wasn't 100% coming down the stretch. They lost the game at the Titans to go to that would have put them in the playoffs. They lost. It wasn't a good game, so they have a bad taste of that in their mouth. And likewise with the Texans, they come out rookie quarterback, rookie coach. Shout out to Marco. And they put the work on the Browns in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And they were scoring, bro. They look like a high-powered offense. And now you add Stephon Diggs, you got Joe Mixon. They got a squad. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick the Texans to win the division.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go as much as I want to go with my boy Trevor. I think the Texans got that continuity. DeMarco got them boys playing. I think I'm gonna go with the Texans. Who you going with?
Yeah, there's a lot to like with the Texans, man. But Keys, man, I'm gonna have to go with the Jaguars, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Jaguars for all the things that you mentioned. Trevor and ETN down there. You can tell ETN. It seems like he's getting better and better every year.
Yeah.
Stronger, faster. He's becoming a prominent back, and it shows on fantasy too. He's getting picked up quick. So
And
I
he's
think
becoming not just a prominent back, just a receiver out in the backfield too. Like you have to be aware. So
Yeah.
all right, okay, all right. So our last division, we wrap up the AFC North, which is it's probably the toughest division in football year in and year out,
yeah,
especially over the like last decade, and plus.
all four teams have been good. I think that there's a lot that's going to separate these teams this year. I feel like the acquisition of Derrick Henry is really going to propel Baltimore into first place. They should win the division, and there's a lot on Lamar. He has not had a whole lot of playoff success. They put him in the same conversation as Patrick Mahomes at one point. I don't feel like he's even in that conversation anymore. Maybe him, Jalen Hurts. I'm not even sure who else you put in that next tier, but I feel like this has to be his year. His window's probably closing too, right? He's young, but I mean, we gotta see some more success, man. We gotta at least get to the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go Ravens.
Okay. He's a two-time MVP winner. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is kind of tough because I don't think the Steelers. I ain't like nothing I seen out of Russell too much. I don't really think they gonna make too much of some noise. Even though Tomlin has never had a losing season,
Yeah.
as head coach there, but I don't see them getting out of the division. The Bengals, the Jamar Chase situation. Is he gonna be active? Is his mind gonna be in it? T. Higgins, this is probably his last year as a Bengal. Like, is their offensive line improved? Because they was looking salty, especially early on last year. They was looking bad.
Yeah.
And then last we saw Deshaun Watson before he hurt his shoulder again. He had his best game as a Brown against the Ravens at Baltimore and outplayed Lamar in Baltimore. So that I ain't gonna lie, that gave me kind of hope to like, you know what? I'm tired of people saying DW4 washed up, man. No, he got the bread, and now he had his injuries, his off the field issues that kind of made people forget, bro. This dude was an MVP candidate when he was in Houston, and this is only like his third year in the league at the time, second year.
Yeah.
So
He's got a lot of football left too.
if I think Nick Chubb is out for still the first 4 weeks. I think first 4 to 6 weeks. So, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I just feel like the Ravens is championship or bust, and I don't believe they're gonna win a championship this year. So I'm as tough as it be to say, I'm going with the Browns to win the division, bro. Because you got Myles Garrett over there. They had the best defense in the league, arguably last year. He's arguably the best defensive player in the league, still top 3 minimum.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Browns because I just feel like there's a little bit of a letdown potential with the Ravens. You got Derrick Henry, you got some more expectations. I don't know, man. It's something I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna be the Steelers and Burrow. I think they kind of had their time a little bit, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But if Deshaun can be healthy, And we know what that Browns defense is.
Yeah.
They do, bro.
That's a good point, man. They might be able to sneak in and snatch it from everybody. And I feel what you're saying about, Derrick Henry. The story just seems a little too perfect, and sometimes when you write a story like that, it just never ends like you want it to, man. But I'm excited for the football season, Keys. I know you are as well. And I can't wait. It starts off this Thursday. Who's actually playing Thursday? You know?
Bro, we got the Ravens at the Chiefs
Ooh.
Thursday night. So, we gonna see Lamar versus Patty right off gate. And, you mentioned they got Derrick Henry, but they didn't run the ball at all in the AFC Championship game last year. So we'll see. This game can tell us a lot, perhaps.
Yep.
Of what their trajectory will be for the year.
Is this going to be a preview of the AFC Championship?
That's a good question. So who is in your AFC Championship?
To tell you the truth, I think that would be the perfect story. But I'm gonna actually go. You know what? I'm not gonna pick with my heart, man. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna be KC.
They're gonna make it back.
They're gonna make it back, and I think it's gonna be KC and Baltimore.
Also, you going with the rematch?
I'm going with the rematch.
Going the rematch? Okay. All right. I feel you on that. I feels you. I'm gonna go different, man. I'm gonna go. Dang, this is kind of tough, man. Because you want to be different. You want to be, but you always want to be a realist too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just feel like there's gonna be like a little bit of letdown, like I said, with Baltimore. And Kansas City, can they make it to 4 straight, or will this be 5 straight AFC Championship games? And they've been to 3 straight Super Bowls. So will this be 4? We can. This will at least be 3. We know that for sure. At least.
Definitely.
So
I think some championship rush might be selling now.
Kelsey getting a little older.
But they got his bag.
They do got Xavier Worthy, a fast weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one more Patty Mahomes needs. Andy Reid is still the best coach in football. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick KC to go back to the AFC Championship game. And then, you know what? I'm picking the Texans, man.
Okay.
I'm picking them to go against the Texans AFC Championship game because you got a young squad. You got C.J. Stroud. There's not terribly too much tape on him yet as a rookie.
Yeah.
He has his mojo going. He got the weapons. They got the defense. So I think they can do it. They won the playoff game last year. It's possible. So that's not a popular pick for the AFC Championship game, but hey,
they're one of the best teams. Well, I'll say they're the best team in Texas, most definitely.
Oh, that's not a question.
And C.J. Stroud, he's starting to put himself in that conversation as a top tier young quarterback. So he's next up to get his money. All right, well let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about the NFC, and this is always tough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna have some really good teams, man. Goodness gracious, man. I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles, Green Bay.
So Sirianni gonna get the boys right this year because Philly slid down. Let the back half of the season.
Yeah.
So
and I think Jalen Hurts is taking that personally because there's a lot of talk about how much better Dak is than him. They got Saquon now, and all they're gonna be doing is tush push and running. I want to see what he does.
So Eagles and Green Bay. That's a good one. Man, you almost kind of stumped me there.
Yeah, AJ Brown ready for that chip now.
Okay. That's a good one. And NFC Championship game.
Say it's kind of hard to argue.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Green Bay and Philly.
Yeah.
And it's oddly enough, they start the season off week 1 Friday in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So and they can't wear green because the game colors over there. But yeah, I'm with you on that, man. But what will be interesting?
What's that?
If we get a Jets and Green Bay Super Bowl.
Man, Hey,
I'm
Aaron got to
just throwing-
retire after that, man.
It's throwing. It's a possibility. I'm just saying it is a possibility. I wouldn't be wildly surprised.
If
So
we get a Jets Green Bay Super Bowl, I think Aaron wins it and he bows out, man.
yeah, he gone.
He gone, man.
So who is in the Super Bowl? We got the conference champions. Who in the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna say the Eagles come out the East. And I'm gonna take Baltimore coming out the AFC.
Okay, Philly and Baltimore.
Philly, Baltimore, bird game.
Okay, we gonna give a winner, or what we doing? And this is you play it though just raw. Like we didn't even discuss this. We going in the NFL just raw. Like who? Let's do it raw, man. Who win the Super Bowl be easy.
Man,
Who winning?
It's gonna be too. Woo, it's gonna be rough, man, because you're gonna have Saquon, Derrick Henry, and you're gonna have Lamar and Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, that's a sexy matchup, bro.
Man,
Ooh, that's nice.
I'm gonna give the edge. I'm gonna give the edge to man. This is gonna be this will be a classic, man. I'm gonna give the edge to Baltimore, man.
Okay, so you got the Ravens
I got the Ravens.
win the Super Bowl.
win the
Okay,
Super Bowl.
so I had the Chiefs and Texans in the AFC Championship game. Even though I don't ever want to bet against Patty Mahomes, and it's extremely difficult to do that. Did it last year, AFC Championship game. But you talking about 4 Super Bowls in a row?
Yeah, that's a lot to ask.
Young Buck might be gas, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't know if they got it in them, bro. I mean, I want to say they do because he's done it. He's proven us wrong. I'm gonna go Texans though. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and just go Texans.
yeah,
Texans and Philly
yeah.
because I have Philly and Green Bay in the NFC Championship. So Philly, Texans, or no, I gotta stand on it right now.
Yeah,
I'll stand on it. Philly and Texans, and I'm gonna go Philly. Philly gets their Super Bowl revenge.
Okay.
And they get that trophy, man.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts getting one. Saquon is a Shipley get someone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, I heard it here, man. Like
Y'all heard it here first. So
yeah.
either way it goes, it's either gonna be Jalen Hurts and Saquon, or it's gonna be
Lamar and
My
Derrick
pick.
Henry.
Lamar
King
and
Henry.
Derrick Henry. We gonna see. We gonna see.
But wouldn't be surprised if it's Philly and Kansas City again, a rematch. So, but yeah, well, I'll go ahead and stand on it. We're just doing it off the top. So that's you played those picks.
Yeah. You guys chime in. Let us know how you feel about our picks. Give us your picks. And, we just want to hear from y'all guys, man, and see, are y'all ready for this NFL season? Because
Yes, sir.
we ain't got much time left.
Nah, the clock is ticking, and we ready for week 1. So y'all go ahead, hit us up in the comments, YouTube, IG, TikTok, Facebook. You played though everywhere. Holla at us.
All right. We out.
Yep.